Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. On Algorand, we want to just take a look at what the price is doing now. I've decided to do another one because it was requested by some of you guys. You like to be updated, and with Algorand, what we can see that we're currently at this key resistance level, this diagonal resistance line, which is descending. We're just in the process of breaking above that. On the hourly, we've already broken above it. And we have, I think, retested it. There's a lot of volatility currently here in the area, and we're going to zoom in a little bit. You can see that how quickly the price moves down there. A lot of volatility because there is a bit of indecision in the market. Are we going to hold that level now? Or do we stay above that level or not? I did say to you yesterday that if we break above that, I think at some point we can go and attempt the 250 or 255 again to break that. And if that breaks, then that's a new, significant high, and then we will make new levels, in my opinion. But as long as we were below this descending support line, resistance line, sorry, which kept us in a descending triangle, that for me, the chances were higher to go to the downside. But I did say that's a key level, so watch that, and we've broken it, but we're now in the process of, are we going up further or not? And if we zoom in, we can clearly see that there's a lot of indecision. So I first thought, might that be a cup and handle actually? And it could still be one, but with a cup and handle, you have that round shape here. And actually we need to start here probably. So we have that round shape here. And possibly, if we take the noise out a little bit, I think that might really be that cup and handle here, the whole thing, not just this. So I think we might have something like, let me see if I find the correct here. Might have something like that. That might be the cup shape. If that becomes clear, yes. So it needs to be round. It's more like a V, so it might actually not be a cup and handle, because a cup and handle, you want to make sure that you have that round cup shape. But there's still a possibility. It's more like a V shape. But what you can see also, this V shape, what is characteristic, we actually had something like a double bottom here forming. So that is quite bullish. Yeah, so it is a trend reversal pattern. Generally, when you have this double bottom, then it means, there is a chance that we break to the upside. And with that double bottom, even if we take maybe that length here as a price target, that's pretty much 30 cents. So from that could really take us to the 250 really in the end. So there is a chance that we now move further up, and it looks like we are currently going up. And in that move to the upside, I think the next step is the 220. Because we're currently breaking there, we see green candles. We see now more green candles emerging actually here on the hourly. So there is a good chance that we continue to move to the upside. And as soon as we break, well, this key level here, which is, 220 is when the candles have closed, pretty much 220, 219, 220, and 223 is the level where we had a few touches here of the shadows. So it is that price range. Sometimes we YouTube technical analysts, or generally technical analysts, they give you a price point, but actually, in my opinion, price is always very dynamic. You can't hardly only give one price point. So it's normally, like a range. So we need to get through that zone that I've just shown you, starting from probably like, the first level. I would expect some resistance at 290, 219, and it can go up to 223 in my opinion. There's a lot of noise here, you can see that. But yeah, that is where we now need to get to. We can see some green candles emerging. So it's looking like, from here where we had a lot of back and forth, we can see the first green candles emerging. I think we're now up for an uptrend to possibly 220, 223, and then that is the level that we need to break, and we could make another attempt to 255. And what I did say yesterday is that, this top resistance line seems to be going up a little bit, because the previous attempts, we went up here, then we did another attempt, but that was a bit higher already. We pushed a bit higher. The buyers could push a bit higher. So maybe now, where we gained a lot of, maybe shaking a few of the weak hands out, maybe here we can get, and maybe that will then be at 265 or something. So double bottom here, nice pattern actually. We had that W pattern here already. It's not as strong here, but we had that W pattern here, and then did another attempt of the 250. So that's a realistic possibility that we get there now. And as we said, we spoke about the golden cross for Algorand as well. The RSI is going up. We don't see a bearish divergence at the moment. At least I can't see one. Yes, it is going down here, but the price is going down as well. from that wave to that. So we need to make a new high, but there is no bearish divergence at the moment. Also, the MACD is confirming that we've made a bullish cross just now, actually a few hours ago. So let's see what happens on the hourly. I expect some moves to the upside. Maybe to finish this off, let's take a look at what the Donchian channel is doing, because the Donchian channel is a channel or a indicator that can tell us when to enter a trade, and it's just sometimes interesting just to take a look at it. And if we already had that signal that we are pushing to the upside, and yes, we have, that signal started actually here just well, yesterday evening, I would say. So this is of course the hourly chart. So as soon as we break into the Donchian channel with 2 breakouts to the upside, that is normal when you would enter a long trade, and you would then exit when we break below that middle, the orange line that you can see here as well. There's an orange line, which is sort of an average line in the middle of the Donchian channel. And if that orange line is broken to the downside, then, you know, some people will exit the trend. Other people won't exit the trend before the Donchian channel is broken to the downside. So there are different strategies, of course. And it works best in trending markets. Now, what I need to say, we're currently actually in a range market, so it might not work that well. I would wait until we really push to the upside here, and probably would wait until we see that push, maybe on the 4-hour chart at least, because we can see it on the hourly, and that gives us a short-term indicator. But really, this works best in trending markets. So we had a clear here on the 4-hour chart, we had a clear start push to the upside. Well, here, but then there was a bit of a very strong push to the downside here. But then had you entered, for example, here when the Donchian channel pushed the price to the upside, here on the that was in the beginning of September, pushed all the way up, and if you had then exited when the midline was crossed, which was here, you would have still made some really nice profits, would have stayed outside of the trend all the time, because that was up here, that was only one push to the upside, that was not a valid entry signal. And now we're moving closer. We're now in the upper half of the Donchian channel as well. So middle a bit more bullish here on the 4-hour chart. So I would wait until we push further 2 pushes to the upside. Let's see if that happens, and let's follow that. But it's looking not too bad at the moment. I think more likely now than we go to the upside than yesterday. We've got the key support levels here defined by the Fibonacci tool, and we had the 189 or 190 level. Yeah, that was the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. That's a key one, and we found support here. I personally thought we could actually go back once more to 173, which is the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. That's of course still a possibility if we fail to make a new high here, in my opinion. Then we can fall back to that level, in my view. Alright, so hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.